Well, Colorado voters supported an initiative to put legalized recreational marijuana into the state constitution, which no other state had ever done before. If states are the laboratories of democracy, then this is one of the great social experiments of the first half of this century, I think. I'm still telling other governors when they ask, I wouldn't jump into this. There are some bits of advice I give freely, and that's to make sure they don't make the same mistakes we did. Edibles, you've got to regulate the living daylights out of edibles. We had lots of kids those first couple of years getting into edibles and ending up in the emergency room in hospitals. And so now we require all edibles to be in tamper-proof, reclosable, containers that infants and toddlers can't get into. We also talked to other states about making sure you get a good baseline. Right? We were worried that we'd get more people driving while high. We started doing that with just simple urine tests that measure THC in your blood for up to 30 days. That turns out not to be a very good test. We didn't have a very good baseline. So now all of a sudden people think, well, there's more people driving while high because we had an artificially low baseline. We just didn't measure it successfully. But I think it's fair to say that most of our worst fears have not been realized. One of our big concerns was that by legalizing it, we would encourage teenagers, this isn't so dangerous, this isn't something anybody should worry about. And I think luckily we haven't seen that. We've been able to convince teenagers, wait until your brain stopped growing so rapidly and wait until you're an adult. We haven't actually seen a spike in consumption among anybody, except for seniors. And the trick there is that we think that it's either arthritis, the pains of growing old, they don't want to do opioids, or maybe they're baby boomers coming home to roost. I'm getting close to the point where I think this is as imperfect as it is, a better system than what we had before. This kind of an experiment needs more support, and we really can't do it without the federal government. At this point, more than 2/3 of the citizens of America live in a state that is either legalized medical or recreational marijuana, and yet it's a cash business. If you really wanted to make sure that a new industry was going to be corrupt, one of the things you could do is demand that everything be in cash. Because cash is hard to trace. It's just an invitation for corruption and organized gang activity. So hopefully we can get Congress to begin to create just some level playing fields that allow people in the marijuana industry to use charge cards and to write checks and not carry around valises and bags of cash. This social experiment that we're going through is going to be making sure we have the right data so we can adjust our rules and regulations and at the same time make sure that there are not unintended consequences.